Verifying that construction materials for our nation's infrastructure meet project specifications is necessary, but this can be a time-consuming and expensive endeavor. Some materials require extensive sampling and then testing in a laboratory setting. Being able to test at a project site for material acceptance would provide the real-time feedback state DOTs need to ensure quality of transportation construction projects, giving peace of mind and saving time and money. Fortunately, new tools developed out of the Second Strategic Highway Research Program, or SHARP-2, help to make the testing process easier. SHARP-2 solutions are a comprehensive, data-driven set of products, procedures, and best practices meant to help transportation agencies save time, money, and lives through innovative solutions to common transportation challenges. The program was a partnership between the Federal Highway Administration, the American Association of State Highway and Transportation Officials, and the Transportation Research Board. Techniques to Fingerprint Construction Materials, commonly known as R06B, features two portable technologies that can test specific construction materials in real time and at a project site, saving state DOTs and other transportation agencies time and the extensive costs stemming from the lack of real-time testing results. Testing takes only 1 to 2 minutes, and the readings are automatic, so no analysis experience is required. The technology is prefabricated for a wide range of elements and has several application possibilities.
So X-ray fluorescence is a spectroscopy technique. What spectroscopy is, you are using essentially, just like X-rays, you use X-rays to look inside your body and see if there is anything in there. You do the same thing for construction materials. So FTIR is another spectroscopic technique, so it also uses radiation, but infrared in this case and not X-ray, so it's just a different kind of light. And the interaction between the infrared light and the material is going to tell you something about the basic properties of the material. So you can infer what kind of, let's say, elements or kind of mixtures are present inside a sample. So you can verify where it came from or if there's any contamination in it, things like that.
So how does the technology help transportation agencies?
Anytime you can introduce non-destructive testing, I think it's a benefit. If you can go to the actual paving site and find out about the asphalt pavement in situ, rather than taking samples back to the lab, which may or may not represent what was actually placed. And anytime you can avoid destructive coring of the roadway or breaking down a sample into its constituent components, if you can keep it intact, you can just do more with it.
In addition to Maine, 2 other state DOTs, Tennessee and Alabama, tested these technologies as part of the SHARP-2 Implementation Assistance Program, or IAP, which provided aid and expertise along the way. The purpose was to see how these technologies worked in the field to assist DOTs in saving that time and money, but also determine other advantages and disadvantages so other state DOTs could learn from these applications.
Yes, actually the technical assistance was one of the major reasons why we wanted to get on board with the IAP. The funding is always nice, is always appreciated, but the technical assistance from Maria and Terry Arnold has been fantastic, it's been phenomenal. It's really helped us go that next step from getting the equipment and actually functionally using the equipment.
And while the SHARP-2 program, along with its implementation assistance, comes to a close throughout the summer of 2019, the R06B product and its technologies are involved in future plans at some state DOTs.
In the long term, I'd like to be able to see this technology and this equipment be put into a mainstream kind of production use. My thought would be if we can characterize these materials on the job site rather than having to bring them back to the laboratory, that we're going to save a whole lot of money, a whole lot of manpower, and be able to cover and test more and have a more sense of what we call the warm fuzzy feeling that we are getting what we're paying for.
For additional information on the technologies featured as part of SHARP-2's Techniques to Fingerprint Construction Materials, or R06B, go to sharp2.transportation.org.